Okay, hi, so this is going to be for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Go ahead and take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to go ahead and talk about some astrological events, and then I'm going to go ahead and get into the reading. But just this past week, Mercury moved into Libra, and we are still in the pre-shadow period of Mercury retrograde, so do keep that in mind when communicating, Libra is ruled by justice, like scaling, okay? So with the moon being in Virgo and the sun being in Virgo, you could have an issue with pushing your opinions on others, not seeing the other side, pushing your limits, pushing other people's limits. So just make sure that you're not taking things too far. Jupiter is in Aries and it's semi-square Saturn, so this is a transit of balancing your personal goals and responsibilities with, like I said previously, Sun moving into an Earth sign, really trying to get your personal goals and your responsibilities in order. And the Sun is square Mars, and I also believe the Moon is square Mars. So you could just be feeling frustrated, okay? Things not going your way. Maybe you're hitting dead ends in areas that maybe you wanted to go further in. So something's happening here where you're hitting a dead end and there's a reason for it, okay? You could have some bitterness. There could be things from your past with exes who are trying to re-enter your life during this time, and maybe they've had so many chances to get it right that it's a dead end. Maybe you're giving other people the block, not letting them take your energy anymore, and just really starting to focus on yourself, going hermit, whether you're isolating or not, or just keeping those friends that you've had for a while in your friend group, cutting off certain energies that don't resonate with you anymore. And you could be having some stomach issues. You could be trying to get better about your health, trying to eat better, maybe making doctor's appointments to figure out how to be healthier. That's a very common theme with the moon and the sun being in Virgo. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle my music and go ahead and get into the reading and see what's going on with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. 100 Shots by Young Dolphin. He's a Leo. It's funny. If it ain't one thing, it's something else. We trap together. I pay her bills and buy designer. Everybody, them folks come and get you. You had a whole 100 shots being stuck in ways. You could have just feeling like everyone is against you, which is normal, I feel like. Maybe your enemies realizing that they can't hurt you or shoot you in whatever way, shoot you down. People preying on your downfall here. How the fuck you miss a whole 100 shots? This can also be you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So having a mindset of you're not going to do something because you don't think it's going to work out. You're not going to get the reaction or the response that you want, so you don't take the shot. That could be an issue here. Dead ends. You think it's going to be a dead end. Well, that was fast. Hold on. What is going on with fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Emotional loss in the reverse. You could be feeling emotionless. Maybe you're having a hard time connecting with your emotions. I'm hearing a lyric from What Now by Rihanna. It could be something here about a Pisces. I can't cry and I don't even know why. What now? What now? We have the Hermit, Virgo, could be dealing with a Virgo placement, okay? Prosperity begins. Like I was saying before, really trying to get your priorities in order, okay? Whether this is you going into Hermit or isolation or coming out of it. This can also be someone who's isolating themselves now and feeling emotional loss about you. Maybe not realizing what they had when they had it here. Mental conflicts, where you're trying to get out of mental conflicts. Whatever is causing you pain, you don't want to feel it anymore. You don't want to think about it. And I have a feeling like this is causing someone mental conflicts because they don't know how to talk about their emotions, how to be emotional. I feel like the only type of emotion that this person can feel is anger. That's the only type of emotion that they can feel right now. And it's causing an issue within prosperity, okay? Whether this is you deciding with this one here to have this prosperity on your own, because it seems like every time you let someone in your energy, you stop working on yourself. You get distracted. thinking that you can move forward with something. Heart chakra and power. Could be something here about a Leo, a Virgo placement. Trying to find their heart. What is in their heart? Surrendering here. Love begins in the reverse. So there could have been something here where there's no more love. I was talking about dead end earlier. Maybe someone has bitterness that maybe you don't have love for them anymore. Maybe there's no more positive movements. And maybe you're sitting in material and spiritual prosperity and they can't, it's a dead end. Share That Love by Lucas Graham. It's like, maybe you're not sharing anymore. I have a feeling it's someone here who used to be really giving, really open with their emotions, really open maybe about their life, and they just completely like sheltered themselves because of the dead ends. It's like love. I'm hearing the song "Love is a Losing Game." Love for anyone. This could be friendships, relationships, family. Okay, just cutting things off that cause them into conflicts and make them feel. Maybe trigger childhood issues here. There could be something here within a family member. I'm going to go ahead and do some of these. Why are you mad when I get real with you? There could be something here where someone told someone how it was, how they felt, okay? And maybe someone, like I said, their only emotion that they're able to feel is anger. They don't know how to cry. They don't know how to feel pain. That doesn't relate to just like that's the only way that they can feel it. It's hard to explain. Kissing others, not you, and I need you, but I don't know how. It's like, yes, the only way that they know how to respond is out of anger, and so this person thinks that there's no prosperity that's going to begin, and someone's going hermit here. Like, they don't know how to explain things in a nice, calm, emotional way. It's just like emotional outbursts here. Steady call on my phone, told you before it's over. Like I was talking about with these dead ends, it's like someone won't either accept the fact that something is a dead end, or they want to keep trying in whatever way, but they just don't know how to express it here with the throat chakra. They just don't know how. I am getting like past energy here. Someone who used to be a big part of your life, maybe in the past, family, childhood friend, childhood relationship. This can also mean someone just not even being emotionally, like being in pain that they're not in their life anymore. He or she is not worth the drama. Yeah, it's just like shutting everything out. You give it to her raw. Something here about sex as well. At my worst. Solar plexus. This person feels like when they're at their worst, no one loves them. Or no one's there. But when they're at their best, that's when everyone watches them and wants to be a part of their life. And this person is saying, you should have loved me at my worst. So now they feel like they can't progress in whatever situation because they weren't there when they needed them most. Don't switch on me, I got big plans. I miss my cocoa butter kisses, hope you smile when you get this. Ain't no competition, just competing for attention, and you like. Something here about competing for attention, someone trying to act like they don't care, wanting someone to fight for their attention, and someone's just not doing that. You lose me, still going to be misfortunate. It's like someone knows their worth here, and they're not settling for someone who's unemotional and has emotional issues or doesn't know how to connect with their emotions. You will never touch me again. You're the only one I get like this for. And I can't fake no more smiles. Yeah, it's just someone being completely over. I'm hearing Miss Moving On by Fifth Harmony. I'm breaking down, gonna start from scratch. Shake it off like an sketch, however you say it. with how I was talking about with the new moon being in Virgo and the sun also being in Virgo, like getting your priorities in order, starting over, really trying to balance your personal goals and priorities, and and anything that affects that, they will walk away from it because it doesn't align with their spiritual truth and their spiritual path. How can I forget? Stand tall even without it. I'm also getting an energy here of like envy. Because they're like, how can you be so unaffected? How can you forget and I can't? Someone being unforgettable here. How are you unforgettable, but I can't forget you? This could have been like a long time coming with like this. It's just been a long time where just someone just not allowing it to cause them mental conflicts anymore. Anxiety driven, relax. Also during Virgo season, your anxiety may be heightened, okay? Being stressed over things that you don't need to be stressed about, creating these illusions in your brain that something is wrong when it's really not, maybe when you're trying to have fun, and also listen to your body when you have these thoughts around certain people. If certain people are in your path and they're not meant to be there, they will take you down the path that you're not meant to be on, and it will be wrong, and you'll end up hurt every time. That was a lot of cards. Hold on. Goosebumps. Searching for something, searching for you, and dodged a bullet. Yeah, it's almost like this person is searching for something that they'll never find. It's like they have this hole emotionally, and they look for someone to fill this void, this hole, and it never does. And Spirit is saying that this is meant to happen. They're meant to almost like a test, almost like to teach you something, and you move on. You dodged a bullet because it was never meant to work out. It would have ended in a toxic situation. And what Spirit is also saying is that you need to focus on self-power, self-confidence for your own prosperity, whether it's with another human, with yourself, with family. Whatever is causing mental conflicts is just completely out of the picture. Completely out of the picture. I'm going to do one more of these. Miscommunication. With Mercury being in the pre-shadow, Mercury retrograde, pre-shadow period of Mercury retrograde, there could be miscommunication issues. Taking things out of context. Scared of what I can't understand. You're mad because I'm confident. Why? An ego death. It's just like someone thought that your confidence wasn't as strong as how you portrayed it to be. Thinking that you would always need them, thinking that you would always come back, they'd always have this hold on you. And watching you move on, watching you go about your prosperity and living in self-power, it's causing them to have a spiritual awakening, an ego death in whatever way. And that needs to happen before any love can begin. And I think this person knows that. But they still haven't gotten over themselves yet. They think that they're like God. That makes sense. Like they really do. I think about you 24/7. Help. I'm getting an energy here of, as I'm sitting here, just like you're at peace. But you just don't know anything about emotions here. It's like, I'm not happy, I'm not sad, I'm just bleh, if that makes sense. It's almost like you're at the point of you're about to surrender to something, but you're still trying to fight it almost in a way by not trying to understand your emotions. Maybe by going to the bar, okay? Wish you the best. Maybe drinking. Your ego is playing, and I wish you the best, but you already had that shit. And I'm a firm believer that yes, everyone is replaceable, but there's no one that will give you the same type of feeling that you've had from one person. Every experience with every person that you have is different because you meet them at different points in your life. And every experience is different. So you're never going to find that same feeling twice. You might just find a feeling that you like better. And I think that someone has a hard time getting out of this ego that I'm your best, still your best. You'll never love anyone like you love me. But then you find a new type of feeling and a new type of love that you might have for someone else. And it's like someone doesn't understand this. And a huge thing in church today was let go of the need to have to understand everything. Because even if you do ask God, like, help me understand what he is going to tell you, you probably still won't understand. Because he has reasonings that are just beyond our control. And trying to come out of always thinking logically, even about love. Because love doesn't have logic. There is no logic to it. There really isn't. And I struggled with that. I do all the time. Because it has to logically make sense to me. And sometimes it just doesn't. And you lose a lot of things trying to make sense of everything, trying to understand things that you aren't meant to understand, but just to feel. And this person has a really hard time with feeling things, and not, it's like a battle between your head and your heart. It's like you want to understand and you want to, maybe that's all someone wants to do is try to understand rather than feel what's actually going on. How does this person make you feel? Maybe someone, and also with the throat chakra, having a hard time explaining how this person makes you feel, how they're in your heart. And so this person loses people because they just don't know how to express that, maybe, if that makes sense. I'm going to go ahead and do some of these. And then I'm going to be done. Anything here for fire signs? Your hard work is paying off, okay? Getting your priority, you're going to reap what you've sown. If you've been working really hard at something, maybe at work, maybe within shadow work with the Hermit card here. It's really paying off here, especially if you've been seeing 333, 111, and 222. This message, I believe, is for you. That rhymes. A time rather to give than to take. That ego death here. I think these dead ends, this bitterness, someone is really hitting like their with's end here. And the end of a tough cycle approaches. Self-realization and surrendering will cause this powerful change. But you have to just allow yourself to feel rather than always having to think everything through. Let go of the thoughts that aren't meant to be there, the self-limiting beliefs, thinking about mistakes you've made in the past, guilt, anger. You have to let it go and stop thinking about it. Something here about thoughts. Someone here needs to really learn how to control their thoughts when you think, I'm going to do like an example. When you think about something where maybe how your old self might have reacted, how maybe you portrayed yourself, you think about things and you start to feel like you just start overthinking about it. And something here about the crown chakra, and it kills your confidence thinking of the things you used to do or someone who you used to be. Control your thoughts here. Trust your instincts. These fell on the floor. Take note of intuitive messages. And Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. How I was talking about in the beginning of this with a bunch of planets and the moon moving into Virgo. Try to really think about how to stay rooted and grounded and not let thoughts or feelings uproot you, unground you, and stop you from moving forward because of the past or whatever situation that continues to hold you back in love, work, career, with your family. There's something here that needs to be adjusted.